welcome in to the dormant, but not on Iracing, Myrtle Beach Speedway in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Gonna be a good night of racing here at the Myrtle Beach Speedway. As you see cars on track, they're in practice right now. They got about 17 minutes. And we have 24 minutes until the drop of the green flag. I'm Cody Demers. I'm going to be your producer once Wesley Outland and Chris Norris gets in the booth with me later on. But we're on the countdown, the green show here at South Carolina 400. This is our first inaugural South Carolina 400 coming to you. Going to be exciting. Got 26 cars, decent field. Going to be bringing all you to action then for 250 laps, and then we got a 150 lap super truck race up after that, and that's going to be exciting and fun as always. So we haven't done the super trucks on elevated TV here in a while, so good to have them back going and put some stuff out for them. And like I said, it's going to be a good night of racing. Can't wait to see it. And I think a big thing we're going to have to look at tonight is tires. I mean, anybody that knows Myrtle Beach knows that Myrtle Beach is a tire eating track. I mean, I was watching the only short track league last night on pit stop, and they were literally riding single file. They rode 300 laps here in these same cars, and it was literally just a single file race. I mean, you didn't see no passing, you didn't see nothing until later on in the race. Just because of how abrasive this racing surface is, and it always puts on a good show. It's going to be fun to say the least, seeing 26 of the best late model stock drivers. Remember, this is our virtual version, and we've got AI drivers in here, and they're looking to put on a show for you guys as well. So it's going to be fun, going to be interesting. They get 2 sets of tires in this race, and they get 1 set of tires in the truck race, and then 1 fast repair for both races. So we don't like giving fast repairs because fast repairs are not given in real life, and we try to make it as realistic as possible. So it's going to be fun, going to be interesting. A little under 22 minutes until the drop of the green flag. About 14 minutes left here in practice before these guys go qualifying, and like I said, it's going to be fun. This is another one of our big marquee events that we do. Yes, this race is run at Florence, but that's only because Myrtle Beach is no longer exists. If Myrtle Beach still existed, that place would be packed every week, and especially for the South Carolina 400. So we've seen Trayton Lapovich win the real South Carolina 400 at Florence Motor Speedway. So he's looking to come in here on the virtual side, and he's AI driver, and come in here and blow the doors off everybody. So going to be interesting and wild to say the least, and to see who's going to come out victorious. I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm kind of excited for the truck race. The truck race, man, you've never seen super trucks. Super trucks are cool. Super trucks are bad to the bone. I mean, me and Wesley's called a couple races with them on here, but they always put on a good show. And they put on a good show at Myrtle Beach in real life when they were there. So they do race at Florence Motor Speedway. So that's going to be fun to see that race as well. But like I said, the big keys tonight are going to be saving your tires, and saving your tires. And I think Chris Norris just joined us. And welcome in, Chris Norris, for the Countdown to Green show. And man, you ever raced at Myrtle Beach on iRacing?
I hated to see them tear it down and put up a,
shopping mall.
Housing. They put housing housing in there, but my cousin used to run super stock here. Won a bunch of races, back when it was a dirt track, and I used to go there all the time and watch Dale Jr. When he started cutting his teeth back when he was in his younger days with his mom and pop's late model, and watch the Bush cars come there and race. It was really some good racing. The only problem with it is location, location, location. The property was worth more than what the racetrack was, and that was the problem.
Yeah, I only had the privilege to go to this track one time, and that was the very last race I ever had there. Me and I went with a buddy of mine to race the mini stocks, and never been there. Craziest place. I mean, that track eats race tires in real life, and it eats race tires on iRacing, I feel like. So
Yeah, it's a certain kind. Cody, it's hard to explain. Going into turns 1 and 2, and going into turns 3 coming out, it's there's a small room for margin when it comes to like tire conservation and trying to get off of the corner pretty quick without tearing up your tires. It's just such a small room, and I mean, you can run too wide at Myrtle Beach, but it's not recommended at all.
the rough spot for me
Getting
is the
that out.
turtles on the turn 1 and 2 at the bottom. You hit them things, you're going
Yes.
to the car if he's on the outside of you.
Yeah, you got to be careful with those, but you can really get some great accelerations off of turns 2 and 4 by slowing down in your approach, 1 and 2. If you go into 1 and you go into 3, turn 3 too fast, it's going to tear your tires. I mean, you're going to miss that. It's best to let up a little early, kind of get on that brake and kind of drag that brake in there, and be as patient as you can, and wait till the last possible second after you hit the apex to get back into that throttle, because if you get into it too soon, you're going to start pushing, and it's just going to tear the right side tires up. I mean, it's like running on glass if you're not careful, Cody.
Oh yeah, we just got a word that Wesley Hotland's he just woke up from his nap and he's in the dark, so he'll probably be joining us a little late. So it might be just me and you carrying us out, starting with here on the Countdown to Green Show. We get big news always.
I know, right? I mean, get it here first. I mean, you can't make this stuff up sometimes.
No, you really can't.
You just can't. I mean, you can't script it. It's just not possible.
Yeah, for sure. And,
But
have you ever run the trucks on iRacing, like the NASCAR trucks?
Yeah.
Should I say, have you ever run them at Myrtle Beach? That's the question.
I have not had the pleasure. I've ran some ARCAs here, and I've ran some late model stocks here.
I bet the ARCAs would be pretty fun.
Yeah, they are. But guess what? They wear some tires than the late models.
Oh my goodness, the late models are bad. I mean, like I was telling everybody when you joined, I watched the only short track league last night. They raced here for 300 laps in late model stocks on Pit Stop TV, and man, it was literally for like the 150 laps. It felt like they were just single file. Nobody was wanting to pass nobody. I mean, they were probably a whole second off of what their qualifying times were, and that's the front guys.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can
I was getting ready to say.
you can see the saving of how and then, I mean, you had the leader, he was trying to check out, but I mean, and I feel I know everybody saves tires differently. There is some people that can go out there and go balls to the walls and they can save tires, but there's a lot of people that can't do that either.
Yeah, I mean, there's that what do they call that whenever you try to get the rear offset? Um, God, I can't remember the technical name for it, but you come in, uh, you get down on that, get as low as you can, and you try to get the car a little bit sideways, get the pressure off of that front, that left front. Oh God, I wish I could remember, Cody, what they actually call that. But if you can learn how to do that on a lot of tracks, you can save that front tire, real good. And you can get a lot of the pressure off of that right side if you can get that car to where the back end just gets a little bit offset from the front. It's almost like dirt racing, just not quite as much of an angle, but. There's different tricks that people you can learn. I have not been able to master any of those as of yet myself.
Yeah,
But I'm trying.
Yeah, me neither. And Wesley just texted and said someone hit a transformer pole. So love when people can't drive.
Plenty of them out there, buddy.
Oh,
Plenty of them out there.
For sure. So
I mean, I'm scared to death anymore to get on the roads.
Oh yeah, it's definitely.
You just drive around. You're safer on the racetrack.
Yeah, for sure.
At least you know. At least you know what everybody around you is doing or trying to do.
Right. Well, that and you got a roll cage and all kinds of stuff around you. So
yeah.
It's not like you got to worry about your car crinkling up around. I mean, I have seen some roll cages that are not safe, but it's definitely not.
Well, I mean, to me, the most unsafe thing inside of a civilian vehicle is an airbag.
Wesley said the estimated time for power back on is around 6 or 7. So looks like it'll probably be me and you.
That's okay, brother. I've been through worse.
Yeah, for sure. I've definitely done races by myself, so definitely going on. So, well, we're gonna look at what's coming up next year on Elevated TV. While we're under the countdown to Green Show, we got 12 minutes left until the drop of the green flag. We got the Rolling Thunder Elevated Dirt Derby coming up on December 11th. And Chris, I know you announced the race this past Thursday night, and it was one caution race. One or two.
Yeah, it was a great race. Great race, and we had an opportunity at the end of the race to plug this Elevated Dirt Derby by Rolling Thunder, and I'm looking forward to maybe catching some of that. I'm not very good on dirt, but man, I would love to see some. I'm all about the dirt tracks in real life.
Oh yeah, a lot of these guys in the league have never run dirt, so it's going to be interesting. Then you throw them in the trucks and you say, oh, it's only 75 laps. 75 laps on dirt when you've never done it before feels like an eternity.
Let me tell you, but I go to Lakeview Speedway a lot, and it's about I can't remember, about 4/10 of a mile, maybe half a mile. It's got high banking. You can get 3-4 wide close to it on that track, and the longest main event I've ever seen there is 50 laps. So 75, you're right. That's like going to the moon and back.
Right, literally.
On dirt.
So, and then that's coming up this Thursday. That'll be at 9 o'clock on Elevated TV. Then Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and Chris Norris, I'm so excited for this. This is my favorite race of the entire year. It's the 3rd annual Thanksgiving Classic. This race is what started Elevated TV.
Is it?
Yep, we started.
Well,
we started.
It's going to be 3 days of excitement and fun. I can promise you.
Oh yeah, we got legends. We got late models. We got Chargers. We got limiteds. We got mini stocks. You name it, we got it. It's going to be a lot of racing in 3 days. I think we got 5 or 6 on Friday. I think we got 7 on Saturday, and then we got 4 or 3 on Sunday. So I mean, it's action packed. Friday and Saturday will be at 8 o'clock, and then Sunday will be at 2 o'clock. And then that next Thursday, we roll into Hickory for 125 laps of super late model action for the Catawba Valley 125 at Hickory. So that's gonna be fun and exciting. And Chris, while we're at it, we might as well show a sneak peek up here of the Thanksgiving Classic. There you go. December 12th through 14th, featuring the late model stocks and legends at Southern National. You got the Red Line Studios, heat races and features on Friday. And you got the LCQs and features on Saturdays if necessary. And then we got the Urban Used Auto Parts 300 on Sunday. So we got racing, all kinds of racing, all over the place. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be exciting.
Well, you definitely got something for everybody, you know.
If you
And
like mini
it's
stocks,
hard.
if you like mini stocks,
Yeah.
you come on Friday. If you like legends, you come on Friday and Saturday. If you like just late models, you wait till Sunday. But guess what? You got the Chargers on Saturday, and you got the Limiteds on Friday. So you still got late model races on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Yeah, you can't get away from late models, man.
So, and then
I mean, to me, that is some of the best iRacing has to offer is the late models.
oh, 100.
I mean, I've driven in every series, oval wise, and to me, the late models are most fun to drive. I mean, you talk about actually feeling the car, the engine, the horsepower. I mean, it's just awesome sitting in the cockpit of that car and you get on that throttle. There's no other feeling like it in iRacing.
No, you definitely don't get a better feeling than racing the late model stocks. I mean, it's one of them you just enjoy it. I mean, you enjoy it or you don't. So,
Yeah.
and then we got, after tonight, we got the, after that we got the Snowflake 125 coming up on December 20th, the Snowball Derby on the 21st, and then the last race of the year is going to be the Christmas Clash at Langley with the mini stocks, late models, and the street stocks. We done this as the second annual Christmas Clash, and it's always fun when we go to Langley. We seen all three races last year were won by winners that have never won one of our events. So that was cool and awesome to see.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I don't know, man. I just, when people invite me to come over and, help out with broadcasting or something like that, man, I enjoy doing it simply because I get an outlook from another, I just get another perspective.
hey, you go from in the race car to the grandstands to the booth.
Yeah, I mean, it's awesome to see, to experience iRacing it from every aspect. I mean, it's just an awesome thing to be a part of. So, yeah, I appreciate the invite over to help out, and I feel honored that you reached out to me. I mean, even if it is a last second thing, man, I appreciate it very much.
Yeah, we love to have you, and it's always exciting when we get new people in the booth because especially and a lot of people like working with Wesley. I feel like Wesley brings out a lot of people, because he's gonna make you talk. You know what I mean? And a lot of people are like, I don't know if I can talk. Well, I hate to tell you, Wesley Allen's gonna make you talk. So
Well, I enjoyed. I mean, my time with Wesley goes back right good ways. So Wesley and I are very comfortable working with each other. We're always kind of cracking up a joke here and there, to try to keep some excitement going on or whatever. But I really enjoy working with Wesley, and uh, he's just, he's unfortunately he has been under some under the weather, some been sick here, for the last couple of weeks too. He's still getting over that. There's something going around. But I think he lost his voice there for a day or two one time, didn't
Yeah, I think he did too. I think he was big time under the weather and didn't get
he?
to
Yeah.
do what he wasn't 100%.
No, he's still, Tracy's still not 100%. He's been sick for about 3 weeks now. And, Tracy does a lot of this broadcasting and stuff too. So,
It's going around.
he has, yeah, it's a mess. I tell you, you got headset COVID or something, buddy. I don't know. Just don't give it to me.
Right, exactly. Don't pass it to the mic. So,
I was joking with him the other night. I said, "You got gonosyphilitis?" He said, "What is that?" I said, "It's bad."
he said it's bad.
I said, "You got to have oral antibiotic and an intravenous antibiotic to get rid of that one."
That's funny. But yeah, so well, looks like practice has come to an end there. You'll see cars that are on the track for qualifying, and qualifying, it looks like everybody's qualified. So we got about 3 minutes until the green flag. So we're going to take a quick commercial break. Appreciate Chris Norris coming up here with us for the Countdown to Green show. When we come back, we're going to go and downstairs, get pre-race ceremonies underway, get everything ready, get the field gridded, and guess what, Chris Norris? We're going 250 laps, green flag, hopefully racing around the infamous, now dormant, Myrtle Beach Speedway in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina.
Can't wait, buddy. Can't wait.
Stay tuned. We'll be back here in just a minute.
All right.
Welcome back here to the Myrtle Beach Motor Speedway in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. I am your host, Cody Deemers, and Chris Norris is alongside. Wesley Outlet was supposed to be joining us, but he has no power right now, and the ETA of power is 6 to 7 o'clock, so he probably will not be joining us tonight. So that sucks that he can't join us. So it'll be me and Chris Norris on the call for the 250 lap late model stock race and the 150 lap super truck race. So we're going to go downstairs to get pre-race ceremonies underway. If you will, please rise and remove your hats for tonight's prayer and national anthem.
Dear God, as we are gathered here this evening to celebrate these gentlemen, shake and bake like Ricky Bobby, help us to remember we also have a race that we must run. Help us to also shake and bake. Stress, some days depressed. Help us to remember we are blessed, we must shake and bake. Heartache, heartbreak, you have used it all for our breakthrough. Help us to shake and bake. And on the days where it's hard to get up out of bed, help us to remember those famous and faithful words. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing. For your glory, by your grace. In Jesus' name I pray, and all of God's children said, amen.
Here to perform our national anthem, please welcome award-winning, multi-platinum country music icon and star of the upcoming Fox series Monarch, Trace Adkins.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Hey, race. All righty, welcome back here to the Myrtle Beach Speedway for the South Carolina 400, presented by Red Line Studios. Hope everybody is having a great day and a great Sunday afternoon, and I'm your host, Cody Demers. I'm going to be your play-by-play with Chris Norris on the color, with me also in the production booth. I know Chris Norris is used to that with Tracy Brown, so it's going to be fun.
Yes, sir.
It's going to be fun and excited. And Chris Norris, how you doing tonight?
Mike, Cody, I'm doing great, man. Doing well. Thank you for having me. Glad to be part of this broadcast. As we were talking earlier, in the pre-race show, Myrtle Beach is special to me because I live about 20 minutes from Myrtle Beach, and I spent a lot of time in Myrtle Beach as a kid, going back to when it was dirt, and it was just a lot of history. I hated to see it get tore down and replaced with commercial infrastructure, but things happen. I just feel blessed that I got to be a part of Myrtle Beach racetrack for so many years.
For sure. And we appreciate you coming in and joining with us and taking a quick look here at our race information. We got, like we said in the pre-race show, we have the late models and the super trucks. Late models will be going for 250 laps. Trucks will be going for 150 laps. One fast repair, 2 sets of tires. Taking a quick look here at our evening weather. It's presented by Stagger Pro Motorsports. Air temp 73, wind speed 3 miles an hour, and Chris Norris, that track temp is 74 degrees, so that's going to make it a little bit cooler with the clouds out too. So you're probably going to see a lot. You're going to probably see these cars zooming around here towards the end.
Yeah, but here's the key. Here's the key. 2 sets of tires. That's a lot of laps for 2 sets of tires. So these boys are going to have to be very, very patient. They're going to have to conserve. And they're going to have to pick and choose their battles if they want to win the war.
Oh, yeah, for sure, for sure. Well, it's time. Let's got our drivers gridded up on the front stretch. Let's take a quick look at our starting grid before we give the command to start the engines there, Chris Norris.
Yes, sir.
Row 1 going to be Doug Barnes, the guy that just come off winning the Thanksgiving Classic. He's going to be on your pole with Brian Barnhill to your outside. Row 2 is going to be Kate Brown and Connor Jones. Row 3 going to be Landon S. Huffman and Sam Yarborough. Row 4 is going to be Ryan Millington and Landon Huffman. Remember, there is 2 Landons in here, so that'll be Landon Huffman in that one. Caden Quapple and Carson Lofton make up row number 5. Zach Miracle and Carson Hayslap round out row 6. Riley Gentry, Ronnie Bassett Jr. round out row 7. Row 8 is going to be Mason Diaz and Matt Cox there, Chris Norris.
Sir, and then you've got Trayton Lapovich there. Sorry about that
No,
there, Mr.
good.
Lapovich. Donovan Strauss in row 9. Row 10, we got Brandon Queen, Riley Music. Row 11 sees Brent Cruz and Jacob Hefner. Then we've got Chase Burrow and Vincent Salas in row 12, I do believe. I hope I pronounced that right.
And your final row.
Jonathan Schaefer. And then we've got in row 8, we got Dale Earnhardt Jr. there in the 8 car on row 13. What a field.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, it is time to give the command to start the engines here for the South Carolina 400. Chris Norris, let them have it.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
There we go.
I see these boys take a couple of laps around right here. They had right good practice. They set some good times in practice and then in qualifying. So we'll just see how these leaders do it, start here, and see what their pacing is going to be and how hard they're going to go at it, or if they're just going to try to get single file and ride this thing out for a little while. Definitely don't want to get too high up into the turns, get in those pebbles up there, put you right straight in the wall.
That is for sure. And you see the little turtles. We talked about them, Chris Norris. You want to stay
Yes,
off?
definitely. Definitely stay off of those turtles because I promise you it's like hitting a speed bump doing 150 miles an hour in a parking lot. You don't want to feel that. It'll definitely send you to a chiropractor the next day.
For sure. Field works in the turn 3. Flags in the air. We're underway. South Carolina 400. Barnes going to jump off the backstretch.
Yeah, Barnes got a really good jump, followed by the 4. Our outside pole sitter in the 5 car, he kind of getting ate up right there a little bit as he finally gets down in the line. So that's good for him there. So these boys, they still took a foul going back with the 15 on back, so they're still trying to sort things out. And it can get a little hairy out there at these times. We talked about this earlier. That outside line is probably not exactly where you want to be. Both tires. We got a little contact between the 15 and the 28. The 28 keeps it straight. So no harm, no foul there at the moment. We'll see what these
28 on
boys
that.
do as they start. Yeah, we'll see what these boys start to do as they get back together. But we'll keep an eye on that, Cody.
Yeah, that was that 28 on Landon S. Huffman and Ryan Millington. Got together for a while. Looks like Millington just might have got a little tight there. Pushed up into the PRG, number 28 of Landon S. Huffman. Just all the way up. But these guys are battling it, duking it out. Almost 3 wide. There you go. I think that's Kate. Right there with her. Oh, that's Kate Quapple. Too many Quapples in the same race.
Yeah, there's a lot of them in there. I mean, these boys are getting after it pretty good. I mean, we're only at lap 5, and you would think there was 5 to go.
You ain't kidding. These boys are racing. Yarborough to the inside. Oh, Landon F. Huffman going to cut the nose off the 42. Jump on the outside. Stuck there. Here comes Huffman back to the inside. That's Landon S. Huffman.
Yeah, where he's at down there right now with that 28 car, that's where I like to run. Is down low. Oh, that 4 car is showing a little horsepower there against the 88. He said, "Wait just a minute, boy. I got something for you too. You don't want to let you get too far out there now. I'm here."
Barnhill right there. Remember, he started in that second position. In that 5 machine right there behind him, Caden Brown. And it looks like Brown can get to him in turn 1 and 2, Chris, but looks like Barnes is better in 3 and 4 than Brown.
Just a hair. But, you know, these cars, these tires, they're still settling in with these tires, and they're still getting a feel for things a little bit, waiting on things to settle down. So I'm expecting to see this pace slow up a little bit here in the next few laps, at least one would think.
Looks like they've settled out there. We got a battle there. That's Huffman in that black car on the inside of that 57. Iracing on the bottom. Here comes that 22 with Carson Lofton. We got the 08. That's going to be Carson Lofton right there as well. These all the guys all duking it out for 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th. Battle for the top 10 years. They work on 4 to complete lap 10 there, Chris Norris.
Sir, they're still trying to work out this where they want to be. Some of these guys, they do enjoy running that outside line, and some of these guys, depending on their setup, how they've got it going, they might want to run that outside line. It's just not for me, not here.
Yeah, no, I don't think. We got a caution. Matt Cox stopped on the hard end. Wow, look at the left, right side damage there, Chris Norris.
Yeah, they probably we'll have to go back. Maybe we can see the replay as what exactly happened there. But, you know, we got our first caution, and I have to be honest, I was expecting it. I mean, the way them boys were running back there. And as we see, they coming in to the turn 1 there.
Oh.
And they really looked like the rear end just got a little bit loose, and he kind of got into the 51 a little bit. It was just incidental contact, but it was enough to send the 51 up into the wall.
Yeah, for sure. And we'll try to go on board here. Let's see if we can't go on board here with Donovan Strauss. He's that car right behind them. See if we can't go on board here with Donovan Strauss and actually see what happens. Oh, they did touch a little bit.
Just a little, just enough. And that's all it takes, ladies and gentlemen. That's all it takes. It's just a teeny bit of contact. And these cars, they run them on such a fine line to begin with. So when something like that happens, as incidental as it may be, it can cause a lot of carnage, as we see. Because that 51, I'm hoping he doesn't have any tire damage. I don't know if did you say they had fast repairs?
They do have one.
One fast repair, and it's lap 15 of 250, and I hope he doesn't have to use his fast repair, but he may have to. That's a nice looking car he's driving there too.
Oh yeah, that's Brendan Queen coming out of the pits.
That's the 03.
Matt Cox jumps back to pit road. There he is. He has jumped back to the pits. Looks like they're repairing that damage, but he's going to go multiple laps down. So torque up into 1 degree. So that's definitely not what you want to see when you're that number 51 machine.
No, but the good thing is we're at lap 16 of 250, so he'll have an opportunity to get that lucky dog if he can just hang in there and maybe get his laps back one at a time. So I'm just glad to see that he's still rolling there, and we're doing, he got into those turtles a little bit coming out of the pits, which is very easy to do as we go back green. And once again, we see Barnes with a pretty good jump there, followed closely by Barnhill in the 5. And we're trying to, we get another one up, got one up high, but he's still under power, he's still going. And once again, that was the 15. Yeah, that's the 15 car. He's still riding high up there, trying to just settle back in. He might have some damage, or he may have some damage. Yeah, he may have a tire out of alignment there, and what a tough break for the 15.
Yeah, looks like he's going to make it back to pit road. We're going to see here in just a second. He's stop in front of the leaders. There, he's making her back to pit road.
Yeah, he made it cleanly. That's a good sign. But there again, that's another good car that's going to go multiple laps down. Gosh, I hate it. One little thing, and I hate to see that for these drivers. I mean, because they spend a lot of time prepping for this, practicing, putting a lot of time behind the wheel. But these races, they're not just about who's got the fastest car. I mean, I talk about it a lot. There's a lot of mental capacity that these drivers use in these races, from everything from their setups to mental fatigue, just going that many laps. So don't forget about that part of it. I mean, these stress levels. You get your adrenaline pumping, and then you got to wait on that to calm down. But as we see here, we still got a battle here for, what is this? Is this fourth?
No, this is second, third, and fourth. You got
Yeah.
And Brown's amazing me. He is making that outside work.
Well, like I said, I mean, it's the outside groove. If you can get some rubber up there, it'll work. It's just not quite. I mean, you can get some right good speed coming off of the high line. It's just not the preferred line.
And Brown is still trying to use the outside. So we see Huffman right behind him. And then you got Barnhill, Brown, Yarborough, Huffman, Walker.
Yeah.
Right here in our look at this is second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth right here on top of the next round. Barnes to check out. And Brown's gonna do it, Chris Norris.
I mean, he made that thing work. I'm surprised. He's got a good machine there. If he can run on the outside and the bottom whenever he wants to, man, that's showing some stout in that full car.
Yeah, there you see Huffman trying to do the same thing as well. That starting to come in there.
Yeah, it's definitely coming in. It's definitely coming in, Cody, and that could be nightmares for some of these drivers if they can get that outside line cut in and get it working.
We're 26 laps coming to 27 of 250 laps complete. Doug Barnes, Cade Brown, Brian Barnhill, Yarborough, Humphrey, on top 5. And Humphrey trying to look on the outside. Yarborough take over that fourth. And here comes Haslem. Here comes Jones. Jones back in the fight. This is all going on. Fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, and eighth.
Yeah, and surprisingly, right now, Ryan Millington in the 15 car, he's 2 laps down, but he has the fastest lap at a 19.2. And that just goes to show you the strength of the field here. I told you early on that 15 car is strong. Just hope he doesn't have so much damage that he can't get it fixed. And if he can just hang in there and get a couple of cautions, which I know we're going to see a few more, he can get back on that lead lap, and he might have something for these boys up front before it's all said and done.
Yeah, for sure. He definitely looking to try to get back up there. Still battling on Yarborough. I mean, that's allowed the whole field almost to catch the back half of the field to catch. We see Mason. going to be entering the pits. He's got some heavy right side damage there on that 45.
Yeah, and it's unfortunate when I feel so bad for these guys when these things happen, because I know as a driver the frustration that he's feeling right now. I also know the hard work that goes into this stuff, preparation. Definitely not. No. That's a bad idea, guys. That's a bad idea, guys. Yeah.
Hayslap, Waffle, Jones, Bassett, Strauss, Lofton, Nicky. All right here. That's what, 6th to 12th? Right there.
Yeah.
Looks like they're coming to a green flag restart here.
Yeah, and this is where patience is key. You want to get ahead of that guy. You want to clear him, but at the same time, you don't want to use up your car. As we see who was that? That was the 08 getting a little squirrely there for a minute, but he gathered it back up. So he must be running. He must be running a very loose setup at the moment.
Yeah,
or either he's burning his tires up.
He definitely looks like he's burning that right front up. He drives that thing in there deep in the corner. Look, watch him just send it. I mean, it pushes. And then he's loose up off, so he has no drive off. That's allowing Bassett in that 04 to stay alongside of him on that outside. I mean, he's going to clean right here. But that looseness up off the corner is going to allow Bassett right there. Allows him to get right back to the outside.
Yeah, he's definitely pushing it in there kind of hard. Some of these boys might just be, I know a lot of these guys probably behind them at this point, they're just saying, hey, I'm going to try to be patient right now till they can get their junk sorted out, but I don't want to go a lap down at the same time.
Right.
And some of these cars, like in 20th position, we got Mr. Salas back there in the 55. He's 13 seconds behind our leader. He looks like he's the last car maybe the last car on the lead lap here. I got to check my timing. Yeah. Yes, sir. And I don't know, that timing right here is doing something funny. See if I can read it. Yep, there it goes. I had to refresh that. Sorry about that. Yes, Dale Jr. is in 21st place, 14.2 seconds behind our leader. So, these guys running side by side up front like this right here is just allowing the leaders to just walk away. We see Barnes now has a 2-second lead over the full car. So all those laps that they ran side by side, it just allowed the 88 to say, you know what? I'm just going to ride. And he's got that thing on the rail right now. He's conserving, taking it nice and easy. Look how smooth he is through the turns. He's not pushing anything. So, man, he's got a nice clean car. He's in that clean air. He can do what he wants to at this point. So he's being smart. So got to give him props for that. He's running a very smart race, and that's all we said. In quick races, it's going to come down to who can be patient and conserve their car the most. Those are the guys you're going to see go to the front. Those are the guys you're going to see at the end of the race. And right now, we've got so far Jonathan Schaefer has moved up 11 spots in the number 12 car to 14th. So far, he's jumped the most positions. So we're going to keep an eye on what he's doing. He might be running a little bit of a smarter race than people are giving him credit for.
Yeah, he might be up there in circuit, but also picking them off one by one. But at the same time,
I mean,
he could be burning them up too. So we also got to watch that.
Well, he looks pretty smooth there. I mean, it kind of looks to me like he's just taking what the track's giving him, and that's very smart. To be back that far in the field, just take what the track gives you at this point. As we see him get under another car, the car of is that Larson or Lofton? Carson? Yep. Okay.
And the 12
So
and 22, Carson Lofton and Jonathan Schaefer are teammates there in the Nelson's 22.
Okay. So I mean, he doesn't really look like he's going in violently into the turn. Got a nice smooth exit there. Yeah, I mean, he's just taking what the track's giving him, and that's being smart, man. That's Cody. I mean, that's a smart driver behind the wheel of that car.
For sure. I mean, you got to be patient. That's for sure. Patience is key in a 250 lap race. I mean, you go out here and he doesn't beat you. Lose more than you gain. I've always learned from racing in real life that the harder you try to catch the guy in front of you, the further back you get.
Yes. That's why I say you got to race the track and not the other cars. If you can keep that mentality, you're going to do well. Just keep racing the track.
Lap number 50. We're going to take a quick commercial break. There's a look at your top 5. Barnes, Brown, Barnhill, Huffman, Yarborough. Your top 5. 50 laps down. Still a long ways to go. 150 left in this one. Doug Barnes leading over Dave Brown and Brian Barnhill. We'll be back to you in just a moment.
Community Radio Network, WCRN 87.9 FM, Clayton, Garner, Raleigh, North Carolina, USA. We are CRN. Community Radio Network.
Back here at Myrtle Beach, Speedway, South Carolina 400, presented by Red Line Studios. It's been a barn herder here in South Carolina. Doug Barnes out front, Jake Brown, Barnhill, Landon Huffman, and Sam Yarborough. Your top 5 on the BM Lawn Care top 5. And I'm your host, play-by-play, Cody Diemers, alongside Chris Norris. And Chris, been a very good race so far. Very spread out, single file race. Can't ask for better. I mean, now you see Barnes getting into heavy lap traffic. It looks like he's actually starting to save Chris Norris.
Yeah, I think he's been doing that for probably the last 30 laps, honestly. And you just take, like I said, well, before we went to break, you take what the track gives you. It's allowing Brown to actually catch up to Barnes with this lap traffic. But here's the thing: he's got to work through that traffic as well. So we just have to see. And these boys running side by side right here, it's not giving our leader an opportunity to make a pass yet. So he might have to try to find a way around or make a hole somehow. As you can see, Brown right there behind him catching up. So, we may have a salute change right here. I know the 88 is not happy right now.
Or has Barnes been saving? But at the same time, there's a lot of questions. Lap traffic is definitely going to play a big factor into it. Here comes Barnes. Barnes back to the inside of Brown, though. He's going to look back to the inside. He's going to have lap traffic. Brown looks like he's saved a little bit more than Barnes.
Well, we also talked about Brown in that outside lane. His car is working very well in either way he wants to ride. So if he's working pretty good in that outside lanes, we see him here trying to pass the 45, but the 45 is putting up a heck of a fight back here. So at this point, man, it's like you said, tires. Oh, before it hits the wall there.
That's going to open up the 5. Here comes the 5 to the inside. Three-way battle with a lap car in the middle here. On lap number 67, taking now 68, Chris Norton.
Well, as we see 5, he gets back up under there. The 45 finally gets up high and allows these guys to pass. You got the 88 back out front at Barnes. You got Barnhill in the 5, and then you got Brown in the 4, and they're all battling for the lead, trying to get through this lap traffic. And this is kind of like trying to find a needle in a needle stack, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, for sure. Here comes the 4 back to the inside of the 5 with Barnhill.
Oh yeah, that's
Here comes Brown. Brown back to the inside. He's looking back to get his spot back. And the 5, Chris Norris, if you look, he's got heavy right front damage on that right front quarter panel.
Yeah, let's hope that thing is not digging into that tire. Man, that could be very costly at this point for these guys running up front to have a mechanical failure, have a tire blow. I mean, it's, but that 5 car is sticking right there. He's got his nose down. He's got his ears pinned back. He's saying, "Hey, you might have me right this minute, but I'm still here." Yeah, we see them coming out of turn 4 here. They're still nose to tail, but they're starting to move up these grooves a little bit. See the 4 get a little loose there. That allows the 5 to go by on the outside and take that second spot. He seems that the 88 seems to be having some trouble figuring out how to get around this lap traffic. Yeah, and the thing is, man, the 3 and the 51, even though they are laps down, they're racing for position. So you can't really fault them for racing for position, even though they are kind of holding up the leaders. I know they're saying, man, why don't these lap cars get out of the way? Blah, blah, blah. But I always say when I'm on the track, man, look, hey, they got just as much of a right to race as you do. As we see them get single file, so that's going to allow the 88 as we see the 5 challenging for the lead, so I think the 88, you might be right, Cody. He might be have burnt those tires up early.
Yeah, you see Humphrey, that place, man, he's laying in wait in this battle too.
Yeah, we're Barnes might lose several positions here real fast.
Barnes on the outside. Barnhill goes to the lead. Brown tried to go stick it in there 3-5. Not going to work. Barnhill back to the bottom. Barnes back to the outside. Good racing all throughout the pack. It's like we're at Talladega watching the race. And this is why I love Myrtle Beach. Myrtle Beach, I don't care what you race, what kind of car, how many laps, it always puts on fantastic racing.
Yes, Myrtle Beach was a great track. I mean, I recall back when the Bush Series back in the day, it's now the Xfinity Series, used to come to Myrtle Beach and race. And, man, you talk about a heck of a show. Man, that was beautiful. And it doesn't matter, man. When you got little 4-bangers out here, you're going to see the same thing. I mean, these boys are going at it. They're up on that wheel.
Back around them.
Yeah, we might be seeing a lot of cars pit soon because of the tire situation. Not so much fuel, but tires.
Outside of that 4 machine. That's allowed Yarborough and Waffle back there in that 5th and 6th. Because these guys as well, so I mean, you got your 2nd through 6th. Right back there on each other. But here comes Humphrey to the outside of the 4 machine. That 5 machine back to the outside. He's going to clear it off the turn number 3. Here comes Humphrey. Humphrey back to the outside. What a race here we got for 2nd, 3rd, and 4th.
Oh, yeah, these boys, man, I can't say it enough. I mean, just the talent that is throughout this field in this race tonight is awesome. And yeah, we had one caution. We got a packed field. That says a lot about these guys and what they're capable of. And yeah, and that speaks for itself here at this track with this many cars.
Burnt his stuff up. He's starting to get loose on entry. Let's see if he gets loose on exit as well, but it don't look like it.
Well, Cody, I came very close to entering into this race myself. Just simply because it's Myrtle Beach.
Oh, yeah, Myrtle Beach is back too.
Yeah, and but I've got another commitment later on this evening. So I gotta honor my commitment, so I held off. But to get invited,
I'll be racing in that race too at 7 o'clock.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I've actually put in my entry. Oh, Huffman gonna hit the 5 machine. I've actually put my entry in for season number 5 with Leadfoot Racing League, so I'm gonna be racing with you guys next year.
Well, that's awesome, man. Our season starts, I think, February, actually, for points. So, I'm thinking we're going to have a really good season over at Leadfoot. I mean, we got some really good drivers. I'm not sure if Justin Brooks is going to come and race with us or not. Hang on just a second.
See the 5 machine working to the outside of Huffman. Huffman working that bottom line. Huffman, really the only person other than Jonathan Schaefer that I've seen actually making the outside line work. Getting off the turn number 1 and 2 down the back straightaway. Huffman going to get the line 9 laps to go. Here comes Barnhill. Barnhill to the outside of the 4 machine. And Barnhill going to clear the field. Here comes comes Jarbo as well. Stephen Huffman starting to drive away from these guys. Oh, buddy, Brown almost gets into the left rear quarter panel of the
Sorry about that, Cody. I had the boss walk in and ask a question. Well, man, I was in the military for 16 years, served our country, and when I came back home, or when I got out the military, back when that hurricane hit Western North Carolina so bad, my dad and mom were up there, and my dad was sick, very sick. I almost lost him. He was in the hospital for 2 months. And I made the decision that I was going to have to move back home to help take care of my mom and dad, and that's what I did. And that decision, Cody, cost me everything, man. It cost me my marriage of 20 years. It cost me my home. But I'm not upset about any of that. It's my parents. They took care of me whenever I wasn't able to take care of myself, so I feel like it's my duty to do the same. So.
They always say that your job is to take care of your parents, but they take care of you. You also got to take care of your own kids, and it's hard.
Yeah, I've got one daughter that's 14. My other kids are grown, and yeah, it's been tough on the whole family. It's been tough on my ex-wife. It's been tough on the 14-year-old. But I have custody, so I get to see her a lot. Even though she goes to school about an hour away. So what was that? What was that? The 95 trying to make it 3 wide there. Man, the 45 was into the wall hard. He's trying to get down now, I think, so he can get into the pits.
And the yellow flag
as we get another caution. Yeah. Man, what a turn of events that was.
This is what all started here, right here. Looks like the 45. And you remember the 45 lap car, he goes way high. Here comes Yarborough, 3 wide. Boom! Puts it in the outside wall. And the 45's already been in the wall once, so that's a tough break.
Yeah. A little bit off the pace, but there again,
and your leader's coming out pit road.
Yeah, we got several of the guys coming in. We got the 88 and the 4 in. And they're going to be followed by a herd of guys. Going to try to probably take some tires at this point, at least.
Yeah, there's that 88. I mean, Huffman, Barnhill, Gilson, Payson, Strauss, Jones, Gentry, Cruz.
All right, I got it.
Burrow, Music, Earnhardt Jr., and Vente Solalis all stay out here on this one. 100 laps complete of 250 here, Chris Norris. The first 100 laps have been very eventful. 2 cautions. And Yarborough's going to beat Barnes out of the pit road. Wow.
Barnes might have had a little bit of damage he had to get repaired there. So.
Wow. That's going to be Landon Huffman, the Claremont kid from Claremont, North Carolina, the 57 machine for Justin Carroll for Carroll Speed Shop. The race lead here on lap number 101. Trying to figure out what happened to Matt Cox as he crashed.
Like I said, that was an interesting turn of events. So we see our field getting settled back down, get our guys back lined up. Are the lights off on the pace car there?
No, sir, not yet. I think
no, there they are. Okay. Now I think I caught a reflection from the sun there. So
now they're off the pace car.
All right, now these guys are lining back up 2 by 2. And we're going to see that Landon Huffman, Bryant Barnhill, Carson Hill slip. and Donovan Strauss and Connor Jones as our top 5.
Bill's going to work through 3 and 4. Nope, takes off. Barnhill's right there with him, though.
Yeah, he jumped that thing out there pretty good. I mean, the restart is on the leader, but I'm not really sure if he was in the actual restart zone there just yet. But we didn't get any black flags, it doesn't look like, so we're still green flag racing.
And there you see Jones. Jones to the inside. Here comes Cruz. Cruz thought about putting it 3 wide. Tucks his nose, thinks better of it. Back to the back bumper of the 44 he goes. Barnhill still fighting. Remember, Barnhill, whoa, buddy. Big check up there by Hayslip and Jones.
Yeah, they got a little bit off the pace coming out of the turn there. They're stacked up 2 by 2 behind their leader, Hoffman. So we'll see how this shakes out. And, you know, these boys got to really show some patience here. They might take about 10, 15 laps to get everybody sorted back in. And this is where things can really go awry quickly if you're not careful.
Especially this track, because all it takes is one shift up or hitting a turtle and somebody's going on the outside wall and fence.
Yeah. And then there we see the 29. He's wanting to get by these guys up front on those fresh tires. And he's been thinking about 3 wide the last couple of turns, so we'll see how that works out. The 29 car, he's moving right along here. That is Brent Cruz, and he's up 14 spots.
So he's on old tires. He's on.
He is on. He did not pit. Oh, okay.
Yeah, he is on one of the guys on old tires. So this car on new tires right there in that 95.
All right, Cody. Thanks for correcting me on that. I thought he had actually pitted there.
No, sir. There was probably about 13, 14 cars that stayed out and did not pit. There's 13, 14 cars are on old tires, the rest are on fresh tires.
Yeah. Well, that's very interesting because 29, 44, they're holding their own right here. The 29, he's still picking up spots. I mean, he's just not going away. 17 spots there. Donovan Strauss. Yeah, we're starting to see these boys up front get back into single file, settle back in. So it's back to work for these boys in the back. So yeah, boys, come on now, y'all be patient back here. 77, we're gonna take this 3 wide into the turn 3 coming out of turn 4. We got one hung in the middle. Wow.
He's up in the middle. Big bump on the outside. Slapovich on the bottom. Whoa, we're still 3 wide,
Yeah. Hey, all right. Finally, the 42 showed some common sense. I'm gonna get out of this thing here. This is getting unsafe. So props to him for backing off and letting them boys have it. I know he didn't want to, but as we see the Cardell Jr. ducking into the pits. Yeah, he's definitely got a tire out of whack.
See what's happened here. See if we can figure out what happened to him here. Keep your eyes on him. Looks like Haslip's trying to pass him. He just didn't come off pit road yet. Maybe
Yeah,
he's looks like he might be done for the day.
That's what I was just thinking, that he uses fast repair early and he's just sitting there trying to get about 13, 14 minutes of damage taken care of.
Dale Jr. looks like he got a black flag, had to do a pass-through penalty.
A black flag. Those will get you.
That is bullshit.
Yeah. There's nothing worse than getting flagged.
Look who it is, that guy you were just talking about there, Chris Norris.
I'm telling you, man, that he's on a rail. Brent Cruz has got that 29 car hooked up. As we see him make a clean pass for the lead here on lap 120, coming into lap 121.
That back to the back bumper of him.
Yeah, he will. But how long can he stay there? Wow.
Everybody, Schaefer. And we talked about Schaefer a little earlier. He was one of the fast guys, but he was just being patient, being cautious. He had run the fastest lap in the race in that number 12 machine, and everybody's scattering.
That fast lap belonged to Millington, actually, in 15. So he's still being scored a couple of laps down. But he's still on the track, so you just never know. And coming into these last 100 laps, it's going to be interesting, Cody.
Laps to go. We have 127 laps until that lap 100 mark. And look who just left the pits there.
45 going to be back out onto the track as he comes across a few of those turtles. Yep. Yeah, some of it not his fault. You know, and that's unfortunate. Yeah, he's being scored.
9 laps now.
Yeah, 20. Yeah, he's just out there trying to make points at this point. They're running for points. So, wow, I get hung up watching them, Cody, sometimes, man, and I get kind of quiet because I forget what I'm supposed to be doing.
It happens.
I mean, when you got racing like this right here, it's easy to do, man. I mean, you know, Brent Cruz, he's, according to the score, hey, man, he's stretching the lead out right there. Yeah, he's 2.8 seconds right now. Those tires he's got, they might be old, but they're not too old because he's putting on a show right now. Followed by Landon Hoffman, Carson Haleslap, Connor Jones. Yeah, they're going at it.
Battle of the black and whoa!
A little contact. Got him behind the pebbles. As he clears by for that third place position.
Jones just took it to take it away from me. You got to thank Chris Norris. These guys have not pitted. They are on. God only knows how old the tires. Whoa! Huffman just getting shoved out the way like he is nobody.
Yeah, they just no respect. Wow.
Pushed out by 2 different race cars. So here's your battle. Oh, man. Diaz back in the wall.
That's dangerous, too. He was in front of the leaders when that happened, or our top cars. Now he's stopping on the track here. Going to bring out our third caution.
Diaz in the wall hard. Let's go back and see if we can't figure out what happened here with him. As we look here at driving that blue light number 45. Oh my goodness. Hefner.
That's the 95 got into him.
As we look here from the chase cam, just hard in back there on that 45. All them guys didn't pit. All the guys didn't pit earlier. Guess what? They're coming down that pit road. Pit. They have the whole field's coming in. Trayton Lapovich, the only person. Trayton Lapovich stays out. Junior stays out.
And some of these boys are probably trying to get a lap back here.
Everybody's pitting, coming down pit road. The pits are full right now there, Chris Norris.
Yes, sir, they are. We've got to watch for contact as these boys come off pit, out of the pit stalls.
Who's going to win the race off pit road? Yarborough. Yarborough beats Brent Cruz out. But that's not going to say that he's going to beat the guy.
Yes, he is. Looks like Dale Jr., where she's still a lap down. Brandon Queen's a lap down, but Jr., I think he was the first car lap down, so there he is, getting his lap back, so now that'll put him back on the lead lap.
So tough break for a lot of these guys, man. Lapovich staying out. He is still on 100. He's on 135 lap old tires, Chris Norris.
That's amazing in itself. I'm shocked that he didn't pit.
He was the only car. Dale Jr. pitted back on 30 laps ago. Junior was the only car that did not pit, that didn't need to pit.
Exactly. You know, like I said, that he was scored one lap down, and that ought to put him back on that lead lap. Which I'm still on the scoring, still showing him a one lap down, Junior.
Yeah, Matt Cox is getting his lap back there. You see, lights are now off on the Iracing official pace car. We're fixing to turn them loose. We got 114 laps to go in this one.
And we got our leader on some old tires. So let's see how this works out. Coming down the back stretch into turn 3. Pace car ducks off. And the 77 is on the way. Got out to a great jump. Allows the 12 car for the moment to move into second place of Connor Jones.
And you know what I love about a racetrack? I love seeing the sun setting at the racetrack. I mean, it's so nice. It's so especially when the cars are racing and the sun's setting behind them. Oh my goodness. You just see the sunset glare off these cars.
Yeah, Myrtle Beach has some beautiful fun steps.
Rewind there with the 5 between 2 and 09. They fixed it out though.
Yeah, but for how long?
Yeah, everybody's getting aggressive
for how
now.
long?
And Chris Norris, I gotta ask you, when do you think we see that aggressive point of the race? When you see these guys not saving and you see them going to the front?
Well, I think it depends on how deep they are in the field. These guys up front, I would say with about 20 laps to go, you'll see them turn them loose, fully turn loose. But right now, they're still trying to conserve as much as they can. But at the same time, they got to keep a good pace. So these boys further in the back, yeah, some of them are probably already trying to make some moves. As we see these cars go 3 wide. Yeah, so Cody, it's all about position at this point.
Yeah, and like I hear a
Yeah.
lot of people say this track's hard to pass. I don't feel like it's hard to pass. It's just you got to be able to pass, but be able to conserve.
Well, it is a little bit hard to pass when you're stuck like these guys are. You know, this is the problem when people are running too wide. You just don't. It's not that it's hard to pass. You just don't go anywhere. That's the biggest thing. You know, you got a big traffic jam. This is like 501 on a Sunday. Yeah, I mean, right outside the track is Highway 501, which is the main thoroughfare through Conway into Myrtle Beach. So, you can only imagine during the summer when everybody's on vacation. I've seen that. Yeah, I've seen that part of that highway backed up 15, 20 miles. Too deep. Yeah, it's something, and that was. Yeah, it's been a little better since they put Highway 22 in there and 31, so that's eased a little bit off of it as these snowbirds and whatnot learn the new roads. So, but the Highway 501 is still the main thoroughfare. You know, coming through 95 off of 95 and I-20 there in Florence, South Carolina. So this is what it reminds me of. Just the 501 just got a few more accidents. But man, these boys back here in the back, they're definitely getting after it because they're trying to get track position right now, and you know, we got some fast cars back here. It's just it's blocked up. The road's just blocked up. We see them thinking about that 3 wide again.
Yeah, they're
The 28 running a really high line there.
And the question is, how does that sun at the start of the race, that sunset to that probably going to be dark or almost dark at the end of the race? We got 100 laps to go this time by.
All right, we're at another crucial point in our race. I mean, our leader, he's Lapovich. He's still out there on those tires. He's setting a pretty good pace up there. Yeah, he's got a little bit of a comfort zone there, not much, a little less than a second back to Schaefer. Jonathan Schaefer in that 12 car. We were talking about him earlier in the race and how he was running. He's our hard charger right now. He's up 23 spots, which Lapovich is up 16. Brent Cruz 18 since my last refresh.
And Brent Cruz is right there. He's in second. He is chasing down Schaefer. He's about to pass him right here into turn number 1. Side by side as they look into turn number 1. Off of 2. Brent Cruz got the bottom. Schaefer on the outside. Side by side as they work back down to you, Chris Norris in turn 3.
Yeah, as we see him coming into turn 3, 29's got a good run coming off of turn 4 there, and he's got the spot, but he hasn't cleared him yet as we come down into turns 1 and 2. And now I thought he was going to have that spot cleared, but 12 comes back hard on the outside.
Yeah, and the crazy part about it is the guy leading the race right now with 96 laps to go just so happened to win the real South Carolina 400 at Florence Motor Speedway just a few short weeks ago.
Well, evidently he found something in the setup that he really likes, and he's got a good setup. Because if he's still out there on those older tires, that's just impressive. We see the 29 finally clear to 12, and that opens the door for the 95 of Sam Yarborough.
I can't believe he is on old tires like that. I mean, it amazes me.
Yeah, I mean, if he didn't have to pit for tires, he should have enough of fuel. I mean, depending on how the race was set up, man, Cody, we sure that he didn't stop at some point?
Yeah, I'm looking right now. His last pit stop was lap 99. Everybody else, the whole field is on. Everybody else is on 133. Juniors was 115, and Matt Cox was 129, and Brendan Queen was 132. He pitted last on 99.
Well, Lavovich is putting on an impressive showing in that car. And evidently, like you said, he's found something at Myrtle Beach that he really likes with this setup. So, as we see the 95 battling with the 12 back here, Sam Yarborough is trying to take third place away. He has it. Coming out of turn 4, but the 12 still fighting hard on that outside, Cody.
Yeah, that 12 still giving it to him. Hayslip right there as well. Lofton, Jones, Yarborough, Schaefer. This is all going on for second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth, and seventh. You got a 3 to 4 car battle here, and nobody wanting to give an inch. 89 laps to go.
Cody, we got a 5-car bid right now for third spot. So, man, I just hope nothing happens here.
Yarborough.
Yeah, you couldn't drop a sheet of paper between them two cars, but
no, sir. Yarborough is giving it all he's got on that number 90, on that number 12. Lofton and Hayslop are just praying somebody's got to go somewhere. And here comes
finally. That finally clears him. But now we were talking earlier how comfortable the 12 is out there in that outside lane.
Yeah, he is definitely showing a lot of speed on that outside. And whoa, Yarborough going to get big time loose there on the bottom. Almost wrecks Hayslip there. Good job for both of them drivers to save it. And here we go. We got 3 or 4 more cars that Riley Gentry and Vente Solalis, they're back there as well.
Yeah, we look at these guys coming into turn 1. I mean, it could just one slip up here, and man, you could wipe out 4 or 5 really good cars. And that would be a sad thing to see. But we got the 95 has cleared the 08 there for a moment.
And Chris Norris, I got to ask you, are you not entertained?
Man, I'm beyond entertained, my friend. I am so glad that I got the invite to come in here tonight.
And you gotta think, we've had our few cautions. It hasn't been just a straight green flag race. We've had our few cautions. We're 3 wide now with Hayslip and Lofton, and they separated out. And you've had your guys, like, look at Vente Solalis. He was almost risked going on lap 60, 70, laps 60 or 70 to go a lap down. And look at him now. He is up in the 6th spot. Schaefer, we talked about him a little bit earlier. He was one of them guys that was just taking what the track gives him, and look at him. He's up to 3rd. And then Brent Cruz, the kid comes out of nowhere.
Well, that's what we were saying. Patience, man. Take what the track's giving you. And these boys have done a good job of that. And that's why you're seeing them up front now. They've been conservative. They've been smart. And now, they're in a position. They put themselves in a good position to possibly win this race. You just never know. As we come up to 80 laps left to go, we're starting to see Cruz into 29 starting to roll in Lavovich. I think here in a couple of laps we're going to see a challenge for the lead here from the 29 car.
Look at the difference in the lap time. 19.436 to Lapovich's 19.6. We're going to look right here at the current lap. The current lap when they cross the line. Lapovich is right there. Cruz is right there. Obviously, Cruz is going to be a little bit slower because he's on the back bumper, but let's see. Lapovich, 19.638. Brent Cruz, 19.424. That's the difference in the lap times between your front 2 right now. 2/10 is what separates your top 2.
Yeah, and Schaefer all the way back, the 12 car all the way back in 3rd, 5.2 seconds.
Honestly, he's out of question right now. Unless lap traffic gets to these guys and these guys get to battling hard, that's the only way Schaefer's got a chance. But
yes, we see right now Cruz is peeking his nose down into that corner and getting way low down in there. He wants that lead. He wants that lead bad, Cody.
And Lapovich is impressing me, dude. He is out here on 90 last pit stop 99. So you got to think that's over 100 laps ago. He's out here battling with somebody that just pitted on lap 133, and I mean he's out here racing hard with him and actually staying out front of him. So apparently he has found something, like you said, that he just likes.
Well, all I can say is may the force be with you, sir.
and if you look too, he's holding that bottom line. He's making Brent Cruz. And I think he knows Cruz is better on the bottom. So he's making Cruz go to that outside line, Chris Norris, where he's not good at.
Yeah, he's definitely making the 29 use up some tires right now. So if this keeps up, it's not going to matter that he's got fresher tires, because he's definitely getting in there a lot lower, scrubbing that outside, those right sides pretty hard right now, trying to get this lead from Lapovich.
And the only time you really see Lapovich go to the outside is like right here. You look at him. He's making Cruz go to the outside. Look at Cruz. Cruz has no speed, no momentum through center off to get around Lapovich. And Lapovich is doing what he should.
Yeah. I mean, he's the leader. I mean, he can go where he wants to, and right now he's just got a mirror full and a bumper full of that 29 car, and he's just making him go where he wants him to go, like you said. I mean, whatever lap that or whatever lane that the 29 car takes, the 77 takes.
And there you go, Chris Norris. There's the stint. Look at Lapovich, 79. Look at Brent Cruz.
Yeah.
That's almost, what, a 30 lap difference?
Yeah, well, Lapovich is just not giving Cruz any clean air to even do anything right now. But, you know, Cruz he's sitting there thinking, man, what have I got to do to pass this guy?
Here comes Cruz.
Yeah, here he comes, right up on that bumper again. Man, I'm telling you, man, this is so impressive what Lapovich is doing right here. I mean, because Cruz is fast. The 29's obviously, if he ever gets around him, he's going to be gone.
For sure. Yeah,
all right, we see the 29 duck low, but it's not going to matter.
This is impressive, dude. I'm kind of excited. I mean, it's
I'm taking names
racing.
and I'm taking notes. I'm taking names and notes right now, bro.
You said I need this for Myrtle Beach.
Man, I'll tell you, you can learn as a driver. You can learn a lot from the booth watching these guys.
100%.
And the 77 right now, man, that is so. Man, he's on fire right now. Hey, school is in session. Let's put it that way.
For sure.
School is in session. And Schaefer really hasn't gained much on him since he's cleared those other cars in third place. He's gained about a second. Maybe not quite a second. So they have no worries at that right now. We come to 65 laps left in the race. The only thing that's going to hurt 77 at this point would be that dirty rag.
And guess what, Chris Norris? The lights have come on in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina here on this Sunday afternoon at 5:13 p.m. Lapovich out front. Brent Cruz in second. Top five, looking at the D&M, Jonathan Schaefer, Carson Hayslip, and Sam Yarborough. 64 laps to go. We're going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, we're going to have the finish here of the South Carolina 400. Don't forget, we still got a 150-lap truck race coming up right after this. Don't go anywhere. We will be back here in just a moment.
Community Radio Network. WCRN 87.9 FM, Clayton, Garner, Raleigh, North Carolina, USA. We are CRN.
Soft Wash is a veteran-owned and operated company dedicated to bringing integrity and precision to exterior cleaning. Founded by a retired law enforcement officer, and we proudly back the men in blue. Blue Line Soft Wash upholds the values of service, commitment, and attention to detail in every job. Trust Blue Line Soft Wash to protect and enhance your property with the same dedication they once gave to protecting our community. Protect and serve. Protect your car with Blue Line Soft Wash today.
Welcome back here to the South Carolina 400 presented by Redline Studios. 57 laps to go and under commercial break. Chris Norris, we just had the worst thing that could probably happen in this race. And that's Trayton Lapovich coming down pit road, not making it. It's a tough break there as Brent Cruz has opened up about a 2-second lead over Jonathan Schaefer.
Yeah, that 29 car, man, that thing's really holding the track well. But like I said, I mean, called it early on, the 29 and the 12, when they were back there in the back, they were just taking it easy, biding their time, and now they're 1 and 2.
As we look here, those guys Chase Burrow, Caden Klopple, Jacob Hefner, Zach Myrtle. This is all going on back there for that 14th, 15th, 17th position. These mid-pack guys, these guys that, Chris, I would say they really haven't struggled, but they really haven't been where they need to be.
Yeah, it's not that these guys back here are off the pace or they're not good drivers. They've just been in dirty area the whole race, and it's just not allowed them to move like they would want to. But I am showing Lapovich back on the lead lap, so he must have got around our race leader, Brent Cruz, at some point. And man, we're coming down to the wire here with these guys. If Lapovich gets a caution and catches back up to these guys,
it might be a different story.
Boy. Yeah, so, well, I don't know what's... Well, either way, Lapovich, now I'm showing him as being a lap down again. I don't know what's going on with my scoring here, but it's messing me up a little bit. But he's still being shown first car a lead lap down, so there's still a chance for him as we hit 50 to go this time.
Zach Myrtle showing the most exciting battle on the track. There you see Millington and Landon S. That's 2 lap down cars racing right there in position. They are racing each other. You got Cade Brown, and I'm not sure what happened to Cade there, Chris. He's run second, third all day and all night. And now that the lights are on, his car's just falling off.
Yeah, he's lost 15 positions since the last pit stop is what I'm showing.
Yep.
And now, what's going on?
Schaefer still battling out for second and third. We go through the field. Brent Cruz, your leader. Schaefer in second. Hayslip, Norbert, Vincent. Your top five: Barnes, Jones, Malton, Gentry, and Huffman. That's Landon Huffman, the Claremont kid. That rounds out your top 10. Ronnie Bassett Jr., Brian Barnhill, Donovan Strauss, Jacob Hefner, Chase Burrow rounds out your top 15. Waffle, Miracle, Brown, Music, Lapovich rounds out your top 20. Lapovich is the first car a lap down. Everybody else here a lap down or more. Earnhardt, Ruben Queen, Millington, Landon Huffman, Matt Cox, Mason Diaz. We're talking the 26 cars that are on the track. And it's impressive to me that we haven't lost anybody yet.
Yeah, is the 45 still on the track? Yep. He sure is. 73 laps down. Props to him for not quitting. A lot of guys would have bailed at this point. They would have just parked it on the trailer and went to the house. But he's still out there. He wants to finish this race one way or another, whether he's laps down or not. So props to Diaz for that. Way to hang in there, buddy.
And then you got Schaefer. He's slowly catching Brent Cruz. He was at a 3.0. He's about 3 seconds back. He's cut it down to under 2.5 now. He is closing.
Well, you have to go back. Cody, you got to go back to when Cruz was trying to pass Lapovich for the lead. You know, we talked about that, about how much is he using those tires.
And he's stuck right now behind Matt Cox.
Yeah, and I think that's a big play. We see Cox go low there in front of our leader. The leader's still running in that high line up there trying to figure this out. And it's just giving an opportunity for Schaefer in the 12 to close that gap a little bit more, Cody.
Yeah, and if you look, watch off of 2, you can see just how close he is right there. There you see Cruz. There's Schaefer coming off of 2 right now. Half corner. What separates your leaders?
Yeah, what a beautiful shot. What a beautiful shot there. This track and these drivers. Good old Myrtle Beach, man. I really miss that track. Great day.
Yeah, Myrtle Beach was a good track. I mean, I would like to go do it again, but stuff happens. And I heard Lakeview shutting down too on you.
Not to my knowledge. I know Fayetteville was shutting down.
Fayetteville, that was the dirt track.
Yeah. Lakeview. I know Scott Shy. It's not Scott Shy, but Scott. God, I can't even think of his name. He's the track owner, him and his wife. What a wonderful family over there in Lakeview. Yeah, there's the man. He just got that thing. Now you can go 3 wide in the turns at Lakeview on that dirt now, man. He's put a lot of embankment in there. It used to be just a one groove track, and now you can run 3 wide through the turns with supers. I mean, it's unreal what he's done with that track. Because I told him, I said, you'll never see him go 3 wide here, Scott. He said, we'll see.
Now they're going 3 wide.
I had to eat a little dirt on that one. Yeah, I've actually been out there and helped Tim, who's pretty much the track maintenance. Tim and Scott go back all the way to New York. They raced against one another back in the day, and I helped Tim a lot out there at the track. You know, just cleaning up and keeping the grass cut and weed eating, whatever. But I guess Lakeview's my home track now because that's the closest one to me, but I love it out there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
out here, side by side, this is going on for the 4th and 5th position.
Yeah, these guys are falling further and further back. They need to get this here figured out quick. Coming up on 31 to go, Cody.
Back into the top 5. He's trying to get back up in there.
Yeah, he's another one that didn't quit. When he battled through his adversities, and now we see him back up there, almost into the top 5.
1 hour, 16 minutes into this one. 30-some laps to go, 31 to go here in Myrtle Beach on the Myrtle Beach Speedway for the Red Line Studios, South Carolina 400. Brent Cruz out front, but he is making lap traffic look easy. Jonathan Schaefer in that second position. He is, I think, burnt his equipment up. Does he have anything for Brent Cruz? Coming into 25 to go, and Chris Norris, you said this was the go time moment.
This is it. I mean, if you got it, you better put it out there. That's all I'm going to say. Now is not the time to sit back and cruise too much. Trick is not overheating those tires though.
Riley Music, whoa! Riley Music, the first car a lap down right now. And 4 cars separates Cruz and Schaefer. And oh my goodness, we are getting dicey.
Yep, and that 88 car has moved into 5th place. Just saying.
Doug Barnes, the guy that started the race on the pole, led the whole first half of the race, almost. 25 to go. Does he have enough time? I personally don't think so. I think these guys in the 4th, 5th, they need to late race caution. And if these guys right here in 5th or 19th keep playing around, we might just see a late race caution.
Yeah, it's a good chance that we will. For the most part, our cautions have been fairly clean cautions. Just a couple of guys up into the wall. We haven't really seen a spin. We haven't seen heavy contact between cars. We've seen cars bounce off of other cars and make heavy contact with the wall, but that's it, man. I mean, it's been a really clean race, honestly. Yeah, don't forget about that. Don't forget about that. Well, I mean, but while we got a chance though, man, I want to throw some props out there to our race sponsors if I can get a second to do so. We had Red Line Studio as our overall sponsor for this race. Appreciate that very much. Braxton DeWeese Racing as our green flag sponsor. Then we have Stagger Motorsports with our weather report sponsor. And then Community Radio Network in the Restart Zone. So we appreciate all of the sponsors. You guys make it happen. It allows Cody to do what he does. It allows the drivers to be able to do what they do. It gives me an opportunity to get in here and get some experience in the booth. So we really appreciate everything that you guys have done right here. So thank y'all very much. Yeah. Yeah, he might have been a little too rough there, but hey, props to him though. He's in the second spot, still hanging on there. He moved up 23 spots. So, man, boys, he's got nothing to hang his head down for. I can tell you that. Yeah, I mean, all these guys right here in our top 4. I mean, no matter where they end up finishing here, with 17 to go, they got to be proud of what they've accomplished in this very long race. So, Yeah. We were just watching these guys maneuver. We've been watching them the whole race, move to the front, being conservative, being patient, and here we are. But right now, I think Cruz has this thing probably well in hand, barring some strange incident that could happen.
Nobody is even in the ballpark to touch it. He's just got to be patient, work through lap traffic just like he is, and he is on the route to win the South.
Yes, he is.
Right here, the big face off. And Junior. Then through your lap cars, Hayslip and James Schaefer are racing for position.
Yeah, these guys are what I call a cluster gaggle right now. They just stuck.
Sorted out. Look at Saul. Saul's back up there trying to fight for that second third position. Here's one of the guys we talked earlier about going a lap down, man. That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean this is Myrtle Beach racing, man, at its finest. I mean, like I said, if you can kind of stay out of harm's way in the back of the field and not go a lap down, just take what the track gives you. And it's so hard to get people. I mean, you can't teach that. That's experience, and that's what we're seeing. I think we're seeing a lot of guys that have experience go to the front. Uh-oh, we got a little contact there.
That would not be okay.
No, that would not. That would upset the world at Myrtle Beach tonight.
Hope everybody at home is enjoying the race. I'm not sure how many people's watching. I'm trying to do 14 things at one time without having Leslie here. It's hard. Luckily, we've got Chris Norris stepped in and helping us.
Glad to be here, Cody.
We appreciate everybody that is tuned in with us. Sucks Leslie's power went out and we couldn't make it, but we got 5 people out there watching on the YouTube, and I'm not sure how many people we got watching on the Facebook. We are live on Elevated TV Facebook. So we appreciate everybody out there watching. We got 7 laps to go here, Chris Norris. And my vote is Chris Cruz is going to win this thing.
Well, it depends on if anybody touches him. I mean, these lap cars handling, especially on a late run, it can get kind of unpredictable. I don't want to jinx the boy, but he's got to be very careful when he tries to clear this traffic. He also has to hope that they don't fight him too hard, which at this point I wouldn't.
You gotta still be patient here too. I mean, you've got 5 laps to go, coming back to 4. I mean, your Cruz, you got over a 2.5 second lead over Schaefer. Got plenty of time. 5 to go, 4 to go this time. Right behind Max Cox. Don't keep a set pace just like you are, and you'll win this thing.
Exactly. I mean, all he's got to do right now is cruise to victory.
Yeah, he definitely's got to cruise to victory. That is for sure.
He's just got to be patient. Yeah, you're faster than the guy in front of you, but do you really need to pass him? That's the thing. I would play it safe. Yeah, I would play it safe.
You can see right there, he's not even trying to pass the 51. Coming off the 4, popsicle sticks in the air. 2 more times around Myrtle Beach Speedway for Brent Cruz. Down off of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. Nobody has touched him since I will say probably lap 100, 110 when he checked out front off of turn number 4. The white flag presented by W Energy for Brent Cruz. Down off of 42, down the back straightaway comes the Mobile 129. Off of 4, your inaugural South Carolina 400 winner going to be Brent Cruz.
What a race, Cody. Congratulations to Brent, Jonathan Schaefer, Vincent Salas. Wow, these guys came from the back, battled all night long. And I mean, look at it. Brent Cruz picked up 20 spots. Jonathan Schaefer, 23. Vincent Salas, 21. I mean, God knows, man. I mean, what a race. What a race. I mean, we saw it all. I mean, we had a school session in here with Lavapich. He held off that 29 car for, I don't know what, 20, 25 laps on tires that it should have just been rims. I mean, it's just wild stuff, man. But congratulations, Mr. Brent Cruz, on your victory tonight. What a smart race that you ran, and it paid off for you, buddy. Proud of you, so proud of you.
And taking a quick look here at our results, Brent Cruz coming home with the win. Jonathan Schaefer, Vente Salas, Carson Hayslip, Sam Yarborough rounds out your top 5. Doug Barnes, Connor Jones, Carson Lofton, Riley Gentry, and Landon Huffman round out your top 10 there, Chris Norris.
Yes, sir. And then in 11th, we got Bryant Barnhill. 12th was Jacob Hefner. 13th was Ronnie Bassett Jr. 14th was Donovan Strauss. Chase Burrow rounds out the top 15. Caden Capital in 16th. Zach Miracle, 17th. Cade Brown, 18th. Riley Music, 19th. And our buddy Trayton Lavapich in 20th. One lap down.
And he was one of them guys that was fighting for the lead there before the break. Dale Earnhardt Jr.
Yes, he was.
Brendan Queen, Ryan Millington, Landon S. Huffman, Matt Cox, your top 25, and Mason Diaz, the guy that struggled all night long, comes home in dead last. Well, Chris Norris, post-race time, we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, me and Chris Norris are going to talk about the 250-lap Red Line Studios South Carolina 400. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back here in just a moment. Alrighty, well, it's just going to be me for post-race, and where the truck race has actually been canceled. We do not have enough drivers involved in that one, so it is going to be canceled. But what a race. We've seen Brent Cruz jump up 23 spots. We've seen, all kinds of contact with Mason Diaz. I mean, Mason Diaz was thrown around like a ping pong ball tonight. So definitely a good night of racing. Congratulations to Brent Cruz. Remember, coming up next, we have the Elevated Dirt Derby this Thursday night, 9 o'clock on Elevated TV. Tracy Brown and probably Chris Norris will bring you to that one. Then Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, you got the 3rd annual Thanksgiving Classic at Southern National. 8 p.m. on Friday and Saturday, 2 p.m. on Sunday. All kinds of racing. Don't want to miss it. Rolling Thunder returns back on that next Thursday for the Catawba Valley 125 Super Late Models. 425 laps at the infamous Hickory Motor Speedway. Ride right here on Elevated TV, 9 p.m. and on Elevated TV. Remember, coming up, we got the Snowball Derby, or Snowflake 125 on December 20th, and we got the Snowball Derby on the Sunday, the 21st of December. And then remember, on the 28th of December, we have the Christmas Clash at Langley Speedway. Mini stocks, street stocks, and late models will be in action for that one. Remember, I would set that for your date, December 28th, here on Elevated TV. Well, that's going to do it here for us on Elevated TV. Appreciate everybody that tuned in for the Virtual South Carolina 400 presented by Redline Studios. Thanks to Landon Farmer for being the presenting sponsor. And we hope to see you this Thursday for the Elevated TV Dirt Derby, where the asphalt guys go dirt racing. So, until next time, we will see you Thursday at Eldora.
This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of Elevated Broadcasting. Elevated TV would like to thank all of our fans for your continued support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.